There it is. There it is. Oh. Oh, that one's bigger. That one's bigger. This jig, I'm hooking up almost every single one. It's pretty crazy. Welcome back to everybody and or anybody. It is a crazy hot day out. I'm out here mid-morning, only have about 3 hours to fish, and I'm just gonna get to it. It feels like it's already over 100. I don't know what the actual temperature is, but I can tell you I'm roasting, so I'm excited to get under the bridge. I'm doing some sheepshead fishing today. I'll be using a new version of the sheep sticker jig from Bellaire Jigs. There's a lot of differences with this one, but the hook size is the same, which is great. It's flatter, so it should sit upright better with the hook point facing up and the bait exposed. Also, it has ridges in it, which I'm told for bass fishing and freshwater fishing helps get attention on swim bait heads. But for this, I'm thinking it might help cut through the drag a little bit underwater. And then it's also shorter and wider. So very different profile than the traditional sheep sticker jig I've been using for a while. I'm excited to try them out. I'm gonna start out with a 1/2 ounce. I only have fiddler crabs today. I don't have very much time, so I got a 1/2 pint on the way here rather than catch my own mud crabs. But let's just get to it. I'm sweating to death. And I'm hoping to get on some fish quickly. And I'll keep you posted. These jigs don't even have a name yet. Enjoy the video, guys. Thanks for watching. All right, let's check the drag. Be a little bit tighter. Let's get our first fiddler crab on. Oh yeah, those guys are looking good and lively. All right, there's the first one all rigged up. Let's go ahead and start dropping in. So the current's going out. So the fish should be on the left side of the pilings right now. Like I said, this is a 1/2 ounce of these new sheepshead jigs from Bellaire Jigs. Ooh, it's deep right there. Ooh, I think I just got robbed. Yep. All right, well there's at least one. Now let's try to catch him. There it is. There it is. Nice. Pretty good first fish. There he is on the sheep sticker jig pro version, 0.2, whatever. Not a bad way to start at all. If there's any more on this piling. Lost about 3 fiddler crabs probably getting that first one. Hopefully we can do a little better moving forward. All right, let's get straight down there and just get ready. Yep. Just immediate. This is a little guy. There could always be a big guy in there. So far, really happy with how these jigs are working. Oh. That one's got some weight to him. He's around the pole too. Come on back. There it is, there it is, come on. Better than the last one. Marginally. I think he just felt heavier because he got behind that pole quickly. That's 3 very quickly. That hook is sharp, I just almost stuck myself with it. Right now, the bite, at least with these little guys, is on. Just drop another one down and see if we can eventually find a big one. Oh, I got hit on the move by something heavy. Oh man, that one's not terrible in the grand scheme of the first few I've caught. Very pretty colors. Let's get them in the light here for a second. Cool fish. Just quick action. Just, whoa, wow. Whew. Quick action today, which is good. Hopefully that keeps up and hopefully we can eventually find a few big ones on these fiddlers. This guy's tiny. Let's see him get demolished. Bottom. Oh, that one's bigger. That one's bigger. Oh yeah. Awesome. It's a pretty decent one. On the smallest fiddler crab I've put out so far. He's definitely a keeper. Nice. Good, probably 16, something like that. You get the gentle release on them, those are the most violent ones. So the action is quick right now. I've been out here less than 10 minutes actually fishing, and I've either landed 4 or 5 already. Only one of them was decent size, but he's a definite keeper. I'm not keeping today though, if I didn't say that. Plenty of fish in the fridge and freezer right now. Let's drop it right back down and see. Getting tapped. Ooh, missed him. Still got my crab though. It's all crushed up, so should get hit pretty quickly. It's usually how this works. Oh, yep. Trying to get him out quickly. That's another solid one. Now I can fight him a little bit now that he's out here. It's not huge, but he's probably another 16, something like that. Definite keeper. Once again, looks exactly like that last fish. All right. Man, the bite is on. My hookup ratio is phenomenal right now. I don't know if that's all the jig or if I'm being lucky, but I'm pretty sure it's the jig. I've hooked and landed the last 3 in a row, which on a fiddler crab is a lot. Jeez. I don't know what I need to do. Just set the hook the second I close the bail, maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. Pretty much. Not a bad one. That was an insanely fast bite. It's got to be more than just him down there. There's no way he's eaten that many crabs and he's still hungry like this. Or maybe I'm underestimating this guy. Still waiting on a decent sized one, but I'm having fun. It's definitely not a boring type of fishing today. One last crab, and then I'll continue on to the next set of pilings. This is just the first set of pilings I tried. Oh, that's a big one. Not huge, but probably the biggest of the day so far. Definitely the angriest. Probably not much bigger than those other 2 keepers I got. Biggest one on this new jig so far. Get a quick measure. About 16 and a half. Get him back real quick. Quick action this morning. Burning through my crabs. Sorry if my lens wasn't clear before. It's hard to keep it clear between humidity, sunscreen, salt water, sweat, all those things. Yep. Oh, yeah, that guy's another keeper. Probably right on 14, I bet. Sometimes when they're really picking you clean, feels like it can help to force them to bite it while the jig's moving a little bit. Because then they're out of their comfort zone. And also, if you're moving it while they're biting it, you're more likely to feel the bite. Like that. This is a little guy, I think. Ooh, he's digging. That was 2 in a row again. Man, I am loving these new jigs, I have to say. Let's try out over here. See what happens if I drop down here. There it is. Little guy on the two tiny fiddlers. Let's get right back in here. That was a quick bite on this spot. This one feels small. Yeah. Little guy. When using fiddlers especially, it can be hard to get away from these guys, but I'm not having any dull moments and I'm not really wasting my crabs. This jig, I'm hooking up almost every single one. It's pretty crazy. You guys know I've used those sheep sticker jigs enough to have a really good feel for them. I think this is a pinfish. No, just a micro sheepshead. I think there's got to be a big one in there. There's another little one. Not the tiniest. I'm already more than halfway through these crabs. It's been about 45 minutes. Oh, that's a big pufferfish. I'm sorry, buddy. I promise I didn't try to catch you. Let me get you free. Come on, buddy. You can deflate. You're free. This big center piling here was holding a ton, like an unbelievable amount of fish last time. I ran out of crabs. Not big, but first one on this spot. I'm nice and comfortable in the shade. Oh, that one's heavy. Oh, he got under something. So maybe he's not heavy. No, he wasn't. He's actually a tiny guy. He was just immediately under stuff, so he felt really heavy. Okay, that was the second it hit the bottom I got robbed, so let's do that again, but not get robbed. Sounds like a good plan. Ooh. Another micro. Another little guy. It's a nursery over here. That one's not bad. Biggest one over here for sure. Probably 14 to 15. Not a big keeper, but a pretty thick one. See these colorful soft corals growing on the side of this piling? That's a good sign of sheepshead because that's a really good forage for them. They love eating that stuff. However, it is also coming up on slack tide right now. So the bites, oh. I was about to say bites probably turning off, and oh wow. That doesn't give me the most hope because it's just a little guy, but first bite I've had in a few minutes here. this is fun. And you can find them stacked up like this. It's just a blast. Another tiny guy once again, of course. Well, that is hardly no wick. Alrighty, well, I'm heading in now. That was a lot more action than I expected for the amount of time I had, but the average size was, well, nursery size. It was just like a crazy amount of tiny fish there, but there were probably a good, I don't know, I bet a half dozen of them were keepers. So not a terrible day, and it was definitely no downtime. I only fished for about 2.5, almost 3 hours. The last 45 minutes or so, there was pretty much no action. It was not worth getting those mud crabs. I only got 1 or 2 on those. Nice quick trip. I'm getting home on time, hopefully, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you again for watching. Again, I'll keep you posted on that new version of the Sheepshead jigs. I really liked them. I felt like I was getting a really good hookup ratio even on those fiddler crabs, which is usually a bait I struggle to use with the jigs. But obviously I caught a ton, and even the little guys were getting hooked. I think the shape, with it being flatter like that, it sits more upright on the bottom so that hook point's facing up, so it's better exposed for getting the hook set. Love to try them with some blue crab. I have some bigger ones with big hooks. Be great for some big reds. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to make some time for fishing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.